welcome back. You are still tuned into Excel, the biggest, baddest, most hip and happening show in the mother city. Of course, my name is Kim Donche, and I'm here with the CEO, entrepreneur, LOYISO Manga. Now, LOYISO, welcome to Excel.
Thank you very much.
So, LOYISO, what is it that you do? Tell the people, what is your product? Sell it to us.
So, my product is premium, high quality extra virgin olive oil. It won gold in the New York Olive Oil Awards in 2019. Also in the SA Gold. It won SA Gold in the SA Olive Awards in 2019. So it's a high premium product. I mean, I'm an aspiring farmer, and I just noticed that I couldn't get funding. So I just decided to put my money where my mouth is.
Yeah.
And I invested in getting some labels and getting some support. And yeah, this is what I do, man.
This is a beautiful, beautiful label. I love the attention to detail. I wish people could see. You guys are going to see. What inspired the labeling? What inspired your name?
So the name, I wanted something that embodied, you know, what most people know. So there was an idea of saying Coco Kala the first, but it would only be understood by the Nguni speaking people.
Yeah.
So I wanted a word that embodied, you know, a true sense of entrepreneurship, well, not entrepreneurship, but togetherness, compassion, love, and just bringing the community together. And Ubuntu was a great embodiment of what I wanted to do. So that's behind the name. And a lot of people know it, you know, whether you're white, you're Indian, you're colored, a lot of our people know what Ubuntu means as a basic. And behind the brand, I noticed that if you walk through or down the pews of Pick and Pay or whatever, or your retail stores, you definitely miss the olive oil compartment because it's boring. It's got some white lady, well, it's got some lady in an olive farm or with a next to a dog. It's green, it's boring. And I said, no, stuff that. You know, let me bring in something that embodies, you know, my youth energy, that embodies colorful colors like our country. You know, something that is very inclusive of everyone. And yeah, man, I chose a red, and a lot of people love it because I wanted something that would be out in your face, but yet at the same time you'd want to glare at it and say, you know, this is what I want. So
now, obviously, starting a business like this comes with many challenges. Can you speak on that a bit?
Many challenges. Yeah, you're right. I suppose a lot of our challenges are based on funding. Those are the materialistic stuff, but just self-belief and people believing in your brand, and you know, just psychologically preparing yourself for the negatives and for people to say no and people not understanding it. So there's a psychological aspect of it that you need to be mentally prepared and psyched up and get up for it. But also there's a financial. And I mean, we all have dreams, we all have things that we want to do. So the financial aspect, I suppose, is the biggest because, you know, you want to put your goals or your desires or your dreams to practical use, you know, and say, this is what I've been thinking of in my concept in my mind, and here I make it happen. But the difference, the gap between those two things is the funding. You need to get it funded, and a lot of people are just stuck with brilliant ideas, but they can't move. So funding is a key issue, and just having the mental braveness and guts, and I won't say balls, but having just the power of persistence, I suppose, are key fundamentals.
Wow. And obviously in opposition, we would have some highlights, some things that you are really proud of, and awards that you've won. Tell us more about that.
So one of the things that I'm really proud about is getting invited into the Istanbul business competition.
So this is international at this point.
Yeah, so yeah, man. I just had to pitch an idea and tell them what I wanted to do. And at that time, they'd received about 300,000 applications from young entrepreneurs from all over the world. And they were looking to innovative more tech things, but they made an exception for what I was doing, you know, to be the first black in South Africa in 2020 says a lot about the political will to make things happen and just generally the country. So they were like, listen, you're young, you're black, you got the energy, we like your vibe, so come. And we're supposed to go in April, but COVID things just mess it up. So that's the one thing that just that recognition that listen, you aren't going mad by going for this. So I think that's the one achievement that I personally feel, even though it didn't happen, but I loved the recognition.
So I just want to know why olive oil? Because I walked in your garage. We're sitting in his garage, which is his workspace, which I find completely like innovative, and it's so nice. You know, this is your workspace, and you're probably gonna move forward from this, and you're probably gonna look back at this interview saying, "Oh wow, like this is where we started," you know. But what's gonna happen in the future? What are you gonna do going forward? What is 2025 look like?
Okay, well, I'll start with the why olive oil. Why olive oil? So as I said, I grew up in the Eastern Cape in a farming environment there, and worked in Cape Town for some time. Before that I got my honors in business, and I worked, and I wasn't happy sitting in a cubicle, and I decided to stuff this. I wanted to go into a niche market, and I wanted to do something innovative and revolutionary, and even if that meant that I go into, I mean, wine is a bit overdone. There are a lot of people doing wine, and it's for black people to enter that space is very, very difficult. So once I went to go visit a farm, and this man told me about olive oils, and he was saying, listen, the country is sleeping on this, because with olive oil you can do your hair, you can shine, and your skin, young kids for eczema, it does wonders, and of course the health benefits of it. Like to regulate your high blood pressure and type 2 diabetes. These are things that I knew personally that my uncles were going through, so immediately I gravitated towards it. And I think our people are living healthy now. The whole world got a shock with this whole COVID-19, and now people are consciously saying, yes, I didn't get coronavirus, but you know what, I'm going to start living healthy. So it's a great time, and also 2025, I see myself in a farm. I see myself in an olive producing farm. I see myself soon in Woolworths and in all the retail stores. And I see myself in the Eastern Cape growing thousands and thousands of hectares of olive oils for our people, for employment and for all of those things.
Wow.
So and just venturing into other business crazy, innovative, things in the agribusiness sphere. So I'm very excited about it.
So where is it currently being produced?
So it's currently being produced in a farm in Porterville. The farm is owned by a senior advocate. He's in the Cape Bar. Very friendly guy. I mean, I've been trying to buy his farm for the last probably year now. And just government, land bank, these guys aren't coming to the fore. So I said to him, listen, Willie, I'm not gonna give up on this. Can you give me about 50 bottles of olive oil? Let me put my money where my mouth is and stop talking about what I want to do. And they were gone. I mean, our first month we sold about 400 of these olive oils. I launched it on Facebook, and people just jumped at it. So
really?
It was exciting.
That's amazing.
It was exciting. Our numbers are better than most current farmers who've been in the business for years, because they put their olive oils at Pick and Pay or Woolworths, and after 4 or 5 months they're still chilling there. So I'm the one who's getting into the industry and trying to make it fashionable, especially amongst the people of color in South Africa. So that's what's up.
And where can people find you? Where can they order it?
So people can find me on Insta, on Facebook. On Insta, I am Ubuntu_evoo. Evoo stands for extra virgin olive oil.
Oh, okay.
So Ubuntu evoo. On Twitter, I'm evoo Ubuntu. Don't ask me about how I got that mixed up. So it's evoo Ubuntu. Then on Facebook, I'm Ubuntu extra virgin olive oil. And yeah, I mean, search LOYISO Manga anywhere, you should find me.
Lisa, thank you so much for chatting to us. This was so insightful.
Yeah.
I'm super excited. I want to smell this.
Yeah.
I don't know if you have an open one. Guys, thank you so much for joining us. So we're going to take a quick break. And after that, we'll be right back. Don't go away.